Why does the Hollywood Reporter always single out Johnny Depp? Oh, right, because they're massive hypocrites who hate him. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and we just want to keep the trades honest, and they aren't honest, are they, Steph? Look who's here. Steph, the Alternerd. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for alerting me of this headline and some of this history. I want to break it down before we get to Steph, because Steph knows a little bit more about the Saudi Arabia history and journalisms and stuff. I want you just to see this headline, and I want you to understand what this really is. This is a hit piece against Johnny as he's excelling right now. They're singling him out and putting him next to Saudi Arabia. Or why are they BFFs? Oh, this is scary. Da, da, da. The reality, though, is this has been going on for a while. In fact, the Hollywood Reporter even acknowledged that Hollywood has warmed up to Saudi Arabia's money again. And of course, ironically, in that own piece, admits Saudi-based investment extends to the parent company of The Hollywood Reporter. SRMG, a publicly traded media firm in Saudi Arabia, is a minority investor in Penske Media, co-owner of The Hollywood Reporter. So you couldn't be bigger hypocrites than to point fingers at, oh, why are they BFFs? Let's ask The Hollywood Reporter, why are you accepting funding if there's anything questionable or problematic here? That's what's so frustrating about this story, Steph. And I want people to know this as they're seeing this out there, that yes, even though Johnny's winning, the trades can't stand it. They still try to keep chipping away at him. And we have to expose this hypocrisy it's at highest order. Steph, am I crazy? Do you see this hypocrisy too? Does this read as a hit piece to you?
Absolutely. The Hollywood Reporter, partially financed by Saudi Arabia, turning around and saying to Johnny Depp, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, how dare you be financed by Saudi Arabia? Like, oh my goodness, the hypocrisy is laughable, but so frustrating and infuriating at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, this article goes in and explains that, yeah, he's this Saudi Arabia company, pronounced AlUla, sorry if I'm doing that wrong, is a historic region of Saudi Arabia, heavily touted as a tourism and filming destination. Trying to make it, a thing for people to come film at, and a lot of people have been filming there. It has been something that's been going on for a while. His guide, Saudi culture minister, Prince Badr, who is seen here with Johnny to giving him a tour. I guess it said good times on his Instagram, posting with the actor. But yeah, they put him in the shawl as if like he's like bowing down to Saudi. Like it just the whole process here is just very strange. What they're trying to imply. And then they go on and explain the relationship. Now, look, Hollywood Reporter can explain Saudi Arabia is up and coming. They're taking Hollywood finance. Sure, that is a fair article for them to do, Steph, I would argue. But why are you singling out Johnny Depp? I actually Googled and went through. There's no other real star that they're singling out as like the star of Saudi Arabia. Like there are countless people who are taking funding, including the Hollywood Reporter. But you're like, they're trying to like weirdly vilify him as if this is a bad thing. And sure, Saudi Arabia, it's a complicated history, right, Steph? There are, some still think that some aspects of that region or country are funding terrorism. There's questions of how they treat women. Like I understand people have conflicts there. But, people have conflicts in how they treat in China. Yet Disney still takes all that money, don't they, Steph? The hypocrisy of Hollywood of like, well, what do you want? Hollywood is no better than any of it. They exploit everybody to the core. But anyway, as this breaks down, yeah, they express that there's a connection between this region in Saudi Arabia, these investors, as well as some of these film festivals. The Red Sea Film Festival, that is an organization founded by Prince Badr, and provided post-production financing for his new film, Jeanne du Barry, which is directed by Maiwenn. And apparently then also potentially connected to Khan, and they're trying to sort of say, well, this is why he's having his comeback, because it's all funded by the Saudis, and that's what's really happening here, and da-da-da-da-da. And I call BS, and I want to make sure we call BS on all this. And that's sort of, then they just go into more of other things that are being financed there and why Saudi's doing that. But do you see any red flags here, Steph? Why are they spinning this with Johnny in this weird, like sort of accusatory way?
Because as far as I'm concerned, mainstream media are still completely on this insane narrative that Johnny Depp is evil and Amber Heard is an angel. Like all this coming out at the same time that we're getting all these pictures and whatnot and snaps of Amber the Turd going around Spain, doing her business, pushing the trolley with Una in it, running, doing jogging, this, that, and the other. And this whole situation of her apparently quitting Hollywood. No, Hollywood quit you, love, but never mind. That at the same time as this hit piece comes out, which is, oh, Johnny Depp's comeback. Ah, but guess what? He's a bad guy, and he's been financed by bad guys. Yeah. Go do one, Hollywood Reporter. What the deuce on this one? Piss off, you cow.
I did it. I pressed it for you.
There
but
you
it's
go.
true. Like I purposely, yes, a lot of you sent me the links of that woman. I don't want to say her name anymore, Steph. I want to go back to what we promised because I don't want to keep making her relevant. I feel like it's clear we reported that she was quitting Hollywood, and then I made the report. No, she's not. That's a lie, and it's back to the same business. But yeah, you're right. Why do they hate? Well, it's all connected. And I hate to bring these people up, but it's like it is all connected. Look at this. Our famous kitty cat over at NBC basically trying to say, oh, well, she's not allowed to. AH isn't allowed to write about being a survivor essay. Society, well, Donald Trump is able to parade the narrative he lost the defamation suit to crowds, laughs, and cheers. Courts don't even matter. That's the message being sent tonight. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You're still the face of humiliation and pain and being disbelieved. This is the message that sends victims. Dude, can you make this make sense, Steph? Trump and Heard lost. And the fact, as I said in my reply, the fact that Kat thinks that there's fools are still believing Trump. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that's clearly what she's implying. Now you know how we feel about you, Kat. Like, duh, how do you be so dumb? And it's so frustrating because there's audio tape after this incident where the doctors, Dr. Kipper and the nurses were there. You're telling me they lied and created a whole sham to cover up all the injuries that AH claimed? It's maddening how just daft and how they're rewriting history and trying to paint him as this villain when there's clear evidence that he wasn't. There's no way Dr. Kipper and all them would lie. They were being taped without their knowledge. Like, Steph, you don't get more honest than that. Like, there's no like hiding or pretending to be somebody else because I know I'm being recorded. They literally didn't know there was a tape on after the incident, and they never, ever went to her for injuries. They only went to him and talked about how she did it to him. Make it all make sense. Anyway, it's frustrating, as you can tell. I'm getting frustrated because, yeah, it's minor, but it's still there, this weird rewriting of history, and I'm over it. So what if he's getting Saudi money? Everybody's getting Saudi money. Good for you, Johnny. Get what you can get. Go do you. Go finance the films. We want to see more. And I applaud this Prince for doing it and having the guts to go there. And yeah, of course we want Johnny. Notice in this article, Steph, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson eventually mentioned, Will Smith, like countless other celebrities are there. But no, the headline is Johnny, their BFFs. Because they took a selfie together? Is that the protocol for journalism today? That
the Hollywood Reporter, absolute hypocrite. Biggest hypocrite move of all with the Hollywood Reporter is a couple of years back, they released an article around about Saudi Arabia and Hollywood, and that article is called Hollywood warms to Saudi Arabia's money again. This is only 2 years ago, guys. And oh my goodness, in it says lower down there were two films, Desert Warrior with Anthony Mackie in and Kandahar that had Gerard Butler in, were being financed and produced by NBC Studios. They are majority owned by the Saudi government, which automatically includes the Saudi Arabia royal family, okay, without a shadow of a doubt. But did they then do an article afterwards on Mr. New Captain America, Anthony Mackie, and Gerard Butler turning around and saying, oh, Saudi Arabia, Mackie and Butler,
BFFs.
BFFs. No, I don't think so. I wonder why. So a couple of years ago, they're all about, yay, Saudi Arabia investing in Hollywood. There was a film, Siriano, that was premiered at the Red Sea Film Festival over there. They're lauding it, they're applauding it. They're like, yay for Saudi Arabia coming back into Hollywood scene, blah, blah, blah. But they're doing the same with Johnny Depp, and all of a sudden, whoa, they're BFFs. As if it's some kind of nefarious thing going on.
Yeah, well, I think the only mic drop we can do is repeat Hollywood Reporter's own words. The true BFFs are here because, yes, Saudi invests in the Hollywood Reporter, Penske Media Group, Deadline, Rolling Stone. Guys, it's all connected. And we've done a video on it. I'm going to put it at the end of this video. If you didn't read or watch the big one, please share it. Why does Rolling Stone hate Johnny Depp? I want you to go watch it and learn more about it because it's all connected. It's scary. But I look, I don't like focusing on this too much either because I want Johnny to be able to move on. We all should be able to move on, and good for him. But I do want to report and have you guys be aware that it doesn't end. It doesn't end for him. It's frustrating for him, and we got to be the voice of reason here and call it out. The hypocrisy in the media is what's most important for me to call out. What is this piece? What is this piece, Alex Rittman? Come on, you hack. You hypocritical hack. Final word, Steph.
Now, of course, Saudi Arabia, yes, you definitely have legitimate criticisms when it comes to that country, the government, the ruling royal family, all right? But it's not about the politics here. This video is about the freaking hypocrisy. Where Hollywood Reporter a couple of years back is celebrating, yes, Saudi Arabia financing, producing festivals to, premiere movies, this, that, and the other, yay. And then a couple of years down the line, Saudi Arabia financing a Johnny Depp film. Oh, bad.
It's mercurial star.
What?
That's not positive, guys.
The hell is this?
So far, it's working. Oh, they're gonna come back, guys, and Johnny's allowing it. And then you go to the comments, and it's like, yeah, look at this. All his female fans who stood by him should take note, but they won't because they both deeply care about women's safety. Look at this. Mass media sucks, Steph. Like
just about.
That's the sums it up. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to here and Steph the Alternate. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified. And when you get notified, click on it and then click the thumbs up and then leave a comment. We got to keep reminding you because otherwise it just doesn't work. YouTube hates everybody. They're as bad as Hollywood Reporter some days. So go support Steph the Alternate. Come support me. We will be live. It's Thursday. We'll be live later today around 3 or 4. Hope to see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.